intentions and that we have these creations. We may want to heal something, or maybe it's a relationship, a business, a career, these things that we want to create. But why don't we get them to show up in our physical reality? Like, what's this? Where are we stuck? Is it a divine timing thing? Is it a quantum thing? What is happening with that? So I'm going to share at the end of the call today how to implement this into your life for the next couple of months so that you can guarantee that you can have miracles in your life in quantum reality. And that is what we are going to be doing today. So today is that magical 8, right? That 8-8. And it is aligning the earth with the star Sirius and the powerful energy of the sun in Leo. So we are in Leo right now. The sun is in Leo. So that is the fire element. And Sirius is the energy of our spiritual sun. So our actual sun is considered our physical sun, right? And Sirius is considered our spiritual sun. And so we are here in this Lionsgate portal. We're connecting this cosmic alignment that allows us to open a gateway to higher states of consciousness. And this offers us a very unique opportunity to release our limiting beliefs and access your untapped potential. And manifest miracles. So what I want to do is I want you to share, like, what is something that you are, what is something that you want to create? What is something that you want a goal or miracle or something you want to manifest, an intention that you have in your life that you want to solidify during this Lionsgate 8-8 energy? Share it in the comments. I'd love to see what those things are. And I hope everybody can hear me now. I guess there was some challenges hearing me with the music. I said a lot, so hopefully you kind of picked up on that a little bit. So what is it? What is it that you want to create? What do you want to manifest? What are you hoping to bring in to your into your life at this time? So share that in the comments as we start to get into and deeper into our 8-8 energy today. So again, I guess I'll recap a little bit of what I was saying that you might not have been able to hear. We're going to do our 8-8 Lionsgate activation. I'm going to be sharing about the energy of the Lionsgate, and we're going to be doing an activation and a deep meditation and timeline rewiring. And then at the end of all of that today, I'm going to tell you how to start implementing that into, like, whatever that intention is that you want to create in your life. That is miracles, how to solidify that energy and really bring it into your world today, right now, and bring it into your physical reality. Because again, the energy of the 8-8 Lionsgate is about bringing the spiritual, the unmanifest, the intangible, and bringing it into your tangible reality. And that is really the key to that. So let's see what we got, some of the things that people are wanting to create in their lives. Okay, beautiful. Laura says, I want to complete several training and development programs I have started. Awesome. Manifest great health in my physical body. Yes. Develop a strong yoga practice and eventually teach. I struggle with being consistent and focused. I want to gain confidence and clarity. I love that. Beautiful. I have several of my private clients that I work with. I find that confidence and clarity are like two of the big things that we really struggle with when we are moving into something new, when we've opened up to the spiritual world, but we're kind of like, what do I do? How do I do that? So I hear that theme a lot. So you're not alone. I want to experience and embody abundance on all levels. I'd like to finally heal and release the addiction. Worked with addiction for a long time, addiction units and things like that. I can respect and understand that. Healing and happiness. I'm manifesting having the right women coming to me for healing. Yes, beautiful. Marriage, grow my business, abundance and prosperity. I want to attract new clients into my energy coaching business. radiant health, vibrant energy, optimum well-being in every area of my life, financial stability. I love these. More abundance, financial freedom. Well, all of those things are possible. And I love that I'm seeing a lot of new names on here and new people that I have not necessarily seen in the past or seen before. So thank you all for coming. And so since I do have some new names on here, before I get into the astrological alignments and things like that, let me share a little bit about myself so that those of you that may be new to my realm or my world will have an idea of who I am and what I have done. So I'm a 3-time international best-selling author working on my 4th, hopefully New York Times bestseller book right now, High on Life. I've created an international organization, the Intuitive Intelligence Academy, that's helped over 10,000 people in different parts of the world to heal from mental, physical challenges, trauma, and manifest and create the life of their dreams. And really walk in that. I have a docu-series that's reached over 1 million people called Quantum Miracles, which is the intersection between science and spirituality, and how we create miracles daily through the combination of those two things. So I've interviewed New York Times bestselling authors, spiritual leaders, doctors, scientists from all over the world, well over 100 of them in our annual docuseries that share about miracles and manifesting and quantum healing and divine light and consciousness. I'm in the process of getting a PhD in the science of consciousness and human potential with a track in Vedic science and quantum physics. So I have been all over the world and spoke on over 300 stages and shared my work and been on stages with some of the great people. But where I'm really focused now is sharing the science, the Vedic science, and the quantum reality of how we heal ourselves on so many levels. And that's what I want to share with you today. So it's a short, I'm not going to get deep into that. You guys can find out more about my work at a later time, but I want to dive into the 8-8 Lionsgate and talk a little bit about our astrological alignments. And so we can get into this transformation and this meditation today. So I love that you are all here with me. So our astrological alignments is a Sirius Rising, right? Which is Sirius is our spiritual sun, and the sun being in Leo. So Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. And we're melding these two beautiful cosmic energies together. The energy of the Sirius aligning with the earth and the sun in Leo. And today is when this is these windows allow us to have this enhanced awareness and this idea of like limitless possibilities. So the sun in Leo enhances our creativity, our leadership, and the courage to step into our true selves. Now, if you want to understand how the sun in Leo and this Sirius and this 8-8 Lionsgate is affecting you, you want to know where your Leo is in your chart. So you would find that through your ascendant sign or your rising sign, right? So that will tell you where your Leo is arising in your chart. So there's a way that you can dive in and then see how is this specifically affecting your area of your life. And I can share a little bit more about that if you want some information. But what I want to talk about really today is more than just the idea of our of the astrological assignments of this, but more is about the numerology of this experience, like the numerology of the power of 8. So I want to know how many of you know anything about numerology or numbers. I'd love to just give me a hand raise. I'm watching all of you people over here on the side. See if what we know about the understanding of the 8s and numerology. Oh, I got some more. Have people come to help me with moving to Italy. Yes, optimal health, a little bit. Okay, so a little bit. So we're going to talk about the idea of the 8 and how the magnifying this energy of 8-8. So when you turn 8 on its side, what does it do? It turns into an infinity symbol, right? So the 8 on its side is infinity. That's the never ending. It anywhere. It doesn't go from one place to another. And so, but the energy of 8 itself, it symbolizes infinity, obviously, abundance, and the balance between the material and spiritual world. So here we have, how amazing is this, right? Why is the energy so magnified? We have Sirius sun, the Sirius, which is our spiritual sun, along with the sun in Leo, which is our physical sun. And then we have the number of 8, which is the balance between what? Our material and spiritual worlds. So the energy of this 8 is literally magnified to such a degree that it allows us to release our limitations, promote healing, activate your inner potential, right? Like all of these things that we can bring back together into our lives because of the energy of the Lionsgate. It's like, this is like the magical time. This is your manifesting, your magical experience of your infinite potential. So this Lionsgate energy is all about abundance and prosperity. So the number 8 is strongly linked with abundance, wealth, material success. It represents the energy of financial flow and the manifestation of prosperity in all areas of your life. So if you're looking to manifest or create something around finances right now, that's a really get really specific about what that looks like for yourself, right? Then we look at the symmetrical shape of the number 8. So that reflects balance and harmony. It signifies the interconnectedness of the polarities and the union of opposites. So then we can say, okay, how are we weaving together what seems to be in contrast to each other, what's opposite of each other, reminding us that we need equilibrium in our lives. Also, the number 8 is often associated with karmic repercussions or the law of cause and effect, suggesting that our actions have consequences, right? It encourages us to take responsibility for our choices and our actions. But that being said, what we know about quantum reality is what I love to talk about in my courses and my classes is retrocausal. Retrocausal has now been proved by science that not only do we have the law of cause and effect going on, but you can literally step into a point in your future and that point will come back and pull you towards it. So manifesting, creating in the quantum reality with quantum physics is different than what we've all been told on so many levels. So when I teach my Quantum Miracles course and when we do our manifesting experiences, we're going beyond talking about like the law of attraction and thoughts and feelings and how that creates our world. We're literally saying, how do I use the quantum field and step into a time in my timeline in the future, see that experience, have it happen, and then have it come back and pull me towards it, turn it into my life. I did this with my 40th birthday by accident, not trying to. So in like 2013, I was doing a timeline work process where I actually stepped into my future. And when I stepped into it, I was there working with one of my clients and she was walking me through the process for my students at this event. And I stepped in and I looked around and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in Bali. And this was before I really knew what Bali was. Right before I'd been there, any of that kind of stuff. I'd heard of it, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what it looked like or whatever. And I'm like, I'm in Bali. There's fireworks going off. There's all these amazing people around me. And it's my 40th birthday. Now, my 40th birthday at that time was still 4 years in the future. I completely forgot about that experience and that event. And then sure enough, what happened on my 40th birthday, by chance, it wasn't something I planned. I didn't say I'm going to Bali for my 40th birthday and I'm going to do this thing. 4 years later, I end up in Bali, Indonesia on my birthday. There's a huge party for me, gourmet, Balinese chef doing things and fireworks. And I posted it on, my Facebook and things like that back then when I was still using Facebook. I posted it on there and what my friend, my former client, who is now a dear friend, messaged me and said, oh my God, you did it. And I was like, I did what? She's like, you don't remember? You don't remember when you stepped into that all of those years before? And I hadn't remembered. And I was immediately taken back and I was like, oh my God, that's it. That's that retrocausal. That's what the science is talking about. I actually did create this and it pulled me toward that situation without me even trying. So when we talk about the number 8, we're not only talking about karmic law of cause and effect, but we want to talk about how does this stuff show up in our lives and how can we create that? Another manifestation of the number 8 is about this number embodies the energy of achievement and accomplishment. It encourages us to set clear intentions, work diligently, right? And stay focused to bring these goals and dreams to fruition. One of the most important things you can do is have a clear intention about your process. I call it my creative intention formula. And I actually have a 7-step process that is piece by piece into how do you create a powerful intention that then magnifies itself into the world so that you can attune to that. I think sometimes when we're not focused or we're not clear or we don't have the clarity, what happens, right? We are trying to email or mail something to someone, but our lack of intention and clarity, it only gets halfway there. It only gets halfway to the universe, and the universe then spits it back to us and says, try again. And then we're always like, why don't I get what I want? Or why can't I get, the things that I want, instead of just always creating these same things over and over? The number 8 also is a bridge between, again, that spiritual and material world. It invites us to merge our spiritual operations with our aspirations, with our physical reality, creating harmonious and integrated life. So take a moment. Think about on your path in your journey into healing and spirituality, where and stepping into a new realm, where are you discordant? Where are things not exactly in alignment, so that you can start to understand and see how these things are showing up. So showing up, like, what is the lesson that you're supposed to be learning? What is the thing that you're being understood, or that you need to be taught? When we have what I call harmonic points or imprints, an imprint is something that repeats over and over in your life. And every time it shows back up in your life, the lesson gets a little bit harder. I call it the 2x4. Like the first time, it may not be that bad of a lesson. The second time, it's a little more difficult. By the time, if you don't shift those points, you're getting hit over the head with a 2x4. I'll share one of my harmonic points that I finally healed a little bit later, but like understanding, if you're not getting the lesson, if you're not looking at it from a spiritual, if you have the same repeating pattern going on in your life over and over again, then you've got to start to look and say, okay, what the fudge is going on? Like, how do I heal this and heal this now? And look at your beliefs, your systems, your experiences, and see how you can shift that. So, excuse me one second. So because of all of this, right, the alignment of this Lionsgate portal, this miracles portal today, has the heightened significance due to this number 8, the convergence of energy with that create this potent cosmic gateway. This allows us to tap into the essence of infinity and the abundance and balance. So I want you to think of that intention that you wrote down in your, you wrote down for me. And I want you to think of one word that is a feeling that you will have when you create that in your life. So whatever that thing, that intention that you want to create, what is the feeling that goes along with it? Is it gratitude? Is it excitement? Is it bliss? Is it peace? Is it happiness? Is it joy? You may have more than one. You may have a couple, but come up with at least one. Freedom. I like that. Freedom is a big one. Mine was the freedom also. Like I needed time, freedom. I needed that. So we're going to do a practice here. Everybody has to come up with a word, and we're going to kind of understand, like, how do we start to implement this and amplify this manifestation into my system? Because that's what we want to do. The energy of the number 8 enhances our ability to manifest our desires and intentions. It empowers us to align our thoughts, emotions, and actions. So you had the thought, you just said the intention is my thought. Now we're going to say, what's the emotion? The emotion that goes with it. Okay, freedom, gratitude, joy. We want to step into the emotion of it, that then from there we get inspired action, and then we'll be doing this manifestation activation around this. Okay, great. So we have relief, peace, joy, happiness, love, beautiful, beautiful. Freedom and joy and alignment. Yes, great. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to just close your eyes for a moment and tap into that feeling, or those feelings: ease, joy, peace, freedom, joy, alignment, whatever it is, safety, ecstasy, joy, passion. I want you to step into it, feel it in your body, feel it, notice it. And just notice, where is it in your body? Is it in your heart? Is it in your gut? Is it in your shoulders? Just notice where you feel that feeling. And now as you tap into that feeling in your body, and you have this thought, right? These thoughts that create the intention that now you know that has a feeling and it's in your body. Just ask the parts of you that know how, the system, to show you a vision of what that looks like in your life, in your future. Just show you an event, a place, an experience, yourself. What do you look like? What do you feel like? Where are you? A vision. So now you have, from the physical level, you have the feeling, the emotion in your body. You have the thought, which is at your mental level. You have the vision, the visual, which is at your auric, at the level of your soul in your aura. It's the aura, right? So we're working on, when I work with people and creating manifestations and miracles in their life, we're looking and connecting on all these different levels. So you want to see the vision. And then the final level is the vision of the God field, the energy of that field, and feeling that in. So just notice, where did you feel it in your body? Where did you notice it in your system? And really connect into that, and then see what vision it shows up for you. And we implement these into our lives. Awesome. So we have that, again, that's beautiful, the numerology of 8, right? Okay, let me close this down. Dun, dun, dun. So we want to embrace the magic of the universe and step into your infinite potential. And when I say magic, so there's, we have magic and miracles. Infinite potential means that we are in a place here with this portal, that you have that intention. Now I want you to think of that intention, that creation, and I want to think of, if you already had that in your life, what else is possible? Think about that. The next step, so once you create that thing, and that's that, you have that, what is the next thing that you have? What is the next thing that you create? I want you to dream so big that it feels so big that you're almost like scared, right? Because it is possible. Because once you dream beyond, one step beyond the dream that you have right now, what happens is you open to the magnification of that dream that you have right now. Only becomes a stepping stone to something bigger. So it becomes easier it becomes easier to create in your life. Our goal is we're releasing the limitations around these experiences, around where you think your ceiling is. So right now, the thing that you're creating or intending is your ceiling. You're like, that's the highest level. So what I want to do is raise that level and say, okay, if that's my highest level, what is the intention? What is the next thing that's beyond that I haven't even dared to dream yet? And now let me set my intention to that, because then that makes this thing here so much easier to get to, because then it becomes in the realm of possibility, because this thing up here is now infinite possibility. Does that make sense? Does it make sense that we're adding that in, we're doing that kind of thing? Yeah. Now, part of the beauty of this portal is all about embracing abundance. How many of you are like, I do so well in so many areas of my life and creating things that I want, but I suck at the abundance piece. The money piece really gets to me for some reason. I hear this one a lot. I can manifest things showing up in my life, partnerships, relationships, or all these cool things. But then this one piece is really hard for me. And that's because we have a limitation, right? But this, in the way that we think, but right now, abundance and prosperity, it is encouraging us to expand and receive the blessings that the universe has to offer in a deeper and more empowered way. Maybe you don't have a problem with abundance, but maybe you don't believe you can create abundance in a way that you love and a purpose that you live in. A lot of times, I have a lot of my private clients that come to work with me. They make a lot of great money, but they're not living in their purpose of what they want. They're CEOs, they're corporate people, they're living in, but they're like, but I want to live in this other thing over here. I want to create and live in this purpose. And I don't know how to do that abundantly, right? Because I've only been taught to do it in this way. So what we would like feel is like, what is the energy of abundance? How does that feel? And then how does that connect to the integration of this in our spiritual realm, right? That's what we want to be able to really connect into. So what are your limitations, right? What are your old beliefs? What are your patterns? Today on the Lionsgate, now that we've set an intention, we have an idea of where we want to go. We're also going to look at, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to release to step into my step 1 and my step 2? So think about it for a minute, because this energy of the Lionsgate is going to support shedding your old beliefs and your patterns. Do you have a harmonic pattern? Do you have an imprint? Do you have something that shows up? I'll share with you my harmonic imprint that I finally healed, that showed up in my life for the first time at the age of 8. At the age of 8, I grew up in a family where my father was severely abusive to both myself and my mother, and we were hospitalized. Lots of different things happened. And so my mom decided when I was 8 years old that she had to get out. And so she left. And when she went to leave, she said, I'm taking the kids with me. And he said, if you leave and take the kids, I'll kill all of you. And he probably would have. At that point in his life, that's where he was. And so my mom left. And when she left, I lost love. I lost the love of my mother. I then also lost the love of my father. Even though he was abusive, I still loved him, because myself and my 2 sisters were shipped off to live with my grandparents. So I lost my home. So I lost my home and both of my parents within a couple of weeks time frame. And that created an imprint in my life that I would lose love and that I would lose my home. And so fast forward in 2004, I went through an experience where I had divorced. I had just gone through a divorce, and I was dating this guy who was at the time, it was the love of my life, and he up one day and just left. And when he left, it was right after 9/11. So I lost my job because of 9/11, because of the work I did in the world. I was working in a corporate place where my company got shut down after 9/11. I lost my partner. He ended up going overseas into the military. He was in the military, went overseas, but he broke up and left me right before that. And I lost my home. And so I moved out of my home and into another place. That trajectory in 2000, what year is it? Not 2004. That was 2001. That trajectory at the end of 2001, early 2002, sent me into a trajectory where I became a drug trafficker, an international drug trafficker that completely aligned my life to some really crazy things for many years to come. And it was, that experience, again, lost home, lost love, lost everything. And I moved on with my life and became a drug trafficker. And then I just tried to clean up my life years later. And then in 2009, the same thing happened again. I lost my job. I lost my girlfriend, my partner, and I was evicted from my home in 2009. So again, 8 years later, harmonic point, same thing happened. And at that point in my life, I was homeless and living in my car, and I literally dropped to my knees, and I had my dark night of the soul, and I was like, please, somebody help me figure this out. I can't do this anymore. And that was my first step into the work that I do now, and into that healing. Well, then my harmonic point came to a fruition again in 2022, where I went through a situation where I got myself into a relationship that ended up destroying my life and the lives of the other people that were a part of it for a bit of a thing. I fell deeply in love. And it was the situation that ended up around it. I ended up shutting down my business, the Academy, in July of last year. I left my home in California. I moved to Portugal. I left the country, and I went into a hibernation for nearly a year, and walked away from everything to heal this harmonic point in my life. Because when this happened in 2001, I became a drug trafficker, right? I did all these crazy things. When it happened in 2009, I was homeless, but I started to make my way, grasp my way out of it. This time, my harmonic point and that shifting of everything brought me so back into alignment in my life with my bliss consciousness and my healing, and into my experience that my love, the lover that my partner from 2001, that was the love of my life that broke my heart, popped back into my life. after healing this last harmonic point, and we are now back together after 22 years, and everything has been healed, and it is this incredibly beautiful experience. I'm not saying that if you heal a harmonic point that you're going to get back together with an ex. I mean, it could have been somebody else. It just happens that we were aligned to have that happen with us. So where do you need to release? What's your pattern? What's your harmonic point? What is your thing that you need to release? Look over your life. Chat, look at, maybe it's a financial thing, maybe it's a relationship thing. Mine was all of those combined. When I had a love thing, it affected my home and my relationships and my business all together. Like I had one little pinpoint, and when I hit that, it destroyed everything else in my life along with it. And I kept hitting that same thing over and over. So I want you to find your harmonic point. In my Quantum Miracles program, when you think you're really working on manifesting your dreams, what you're doing is you're learning to heal your repeating patterns and your harmonic points and stepping into the quantum field so that you can align you to your true self. So share if you want what your harmonic point is, or what you think that might be the thing that you're stuck with. And where you're seeing that repeating pattern that you want to let go of today. Because today we're going to start with the energy of releasing that harmonic point. And wow, hey, Amber, I love this story. Thank you for sharing. So the really understanding that this is the thing that you want to let go of, like, what is your harmonic point? What is your pattern? What is your imprint that you want to finally clear out of your field? And we're going to work on clearing that today. But to know that what we're doing today, I tell people this: when you come and you do this work for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours on a day, if you do not keep doing the work, it's just like if you want to be a bodybuilder and you go to the gym one time, you're not going to be able to 3 months from now step on a stage and do well. Or if I'm a CrossFit athlete, I am a backpacker and a hiker. I do a lot of adventure sports. If I want to ice climb, the next thing that I do, I can't ice climb one time and think I'm going to go do the big pitch. I have to practice over and over. So we're going to do this energy alignment today. We're going to clear those limiting beliefs. We're going to do that. But then you've got to keep it up. You have to be in that energy daily. You've got to learn how to practice it. You've got to keep doing it. And I'm going to share with you again, like I said, at the end of the program, at the end of our thing today, how to do that for the next couple of months to really implement that in, because that is the key to shifting this completely in your life. I had a client that worked in my programs for several years and was doing the processes and everything every day, and started having $30,000 months, was like, they were a coach and a healer, and they were having all these amazing things. And then I stepped away from my work, right, for over a year. And they sent me a message, and they're like, my life is falling apart again. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, well, are you doing the processes that you were doing every single day, all of the time? And they're like, no, I've fallen off. And I was like, well, you better go back to doing that, right? Until you're in a place where you're living consistently in what is called cosmic consciousness, that higher level of consciousness, and you are always in a state of flow or synchronicity, that you live in that, you must practice and be in this on a daily basis. So 15 minutes a day or whatever. And if you can't do it alone, be a part of a community or support or a group, and work with others and be a part of that so that you're doing it, because that is the key to this happening for you. So that is what we really want. Connecting with divine guidance, right? So during this cosmic event, the veils between the dimensions become thinner. You have access to your spirit guides and your higher self and the collective consciousness. So not only are we harnessing this power of intention and letting go of our limitations, but we're asking our guides to navigate you and help us, support us on this path of healing and transformation, to help us to move in to a new energy and a new way of being. Because you know what? You shouldn't be doing it alone. We have divine guidance. We have the energy of all of these different things working with us. So we're going to be connecting into our divine guidance today and working with this figure 8 energy to really experience new information. Okay, so the figure 8 energy. So we have the 8-8 on the Lionsgate, which is 8 in the numerology, right? And then we have what's called the figure 8 energy. So this is where this stuff starts to get really freaking cool, guys. So in the realm of energy, the figure 8 pattern is everywhere, and it plays a vital role in our energy systems. Literally everywhere there are 8s. 8's this way, 8's infinity. The figure eights are found in the double helix of your DNA. They are found in your meridians. They're found in your chakras. They are in the aura, like literally your whole aura has this Celtic weave, this knot of these figure eights in it. Your toroidal field is figure eights. They weave vertically, they weave horizontally, they connect your individual energy systems, and it kind of acts like a glue that like holds everything together. It also connects the left and the right and the top and the bottom. So it connects the left and right hemispheres of your brain. The figure eight pattern is essential into connecting the brain. It also links the front and back of the body, the top and the bottom, ensuring flow and balance. Educational kinesiology and things like that use figure eight movements to promote brain integration and enhance cognitive functions. You can have little kids do figure eights out, like this outside, and it's connecting and weaving their energy back together. So these figure eights, it's a photon imprint, a light imprint that carries information on it. So think of the figure eights like little worker bees, right? They're flying throughout our energy bodies. They hold an energetic template of light that informs both our physical and our energetic body of its healthiest state. So do you think this is all an accident? Like, think of the synchronicities that we have going on here. It's the 8-8, it's the Lionsgate. You have the Sirius sun and our other sun, and the energy of 8 in our systems, and the energy of infinity. So what this allows us to do when we activate and reinforce this template, it promotes our vitality and our well-being. It can actually literally physically heal your energy system, your physical body, your tissues. It will start binding, healing tissues, physical issues in your body. And because what the figure eight does is it facilitates the exchange of information between the cognitive, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual levels. Now, what did I just have you do? Your intention was on a cognitive level, right? I had you write your intention. Cognitive, you're thinking about it. Physical, you're feeling it physically in your body, right? Physically. So where do you feel it in your body? Then emotional is what is the feeling? How do you feel that? And emotion is the energy of the field. You're feeling it through that. And then auric, right? On a visual level, the spiritual sees and vision. I said, I want you to vision, see it. So we're literally combining the facilitating of these figure eights of exchange of energy information and weaving it all together so that you can create an interconnectedness in your energy body that affects your physical well-being and supports your healing processes. So we're going to be weaving the body back together today. We're going to be weaving the energy systems together. And this will aid in physical healing on a physical level. And it will aid in manifesting, creating and bringing your intentions into your system, right? So that's why everything we've been doing today, step by step, is like pulling you in. I created an intention. I felt it in my body and know where it is physically in my body. I'm feeling it. And then we're going to weave that all together in this beautiful tapestry of energy so that you can create and manifest and unlock the power of the figure eight energy during this Lionsgate. This figure eight energy will be amplified by these cosmic alignments, making it the most opportune time to work with this pattern. So are you guys ready? We're going to get in and weave your intentions into reality. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put some music on in the background, and we're just going to let me know if you can still hear me over all of this. We're going to make sure that everything sounds good because, I don't know about anybody else, but ever since, let me turn this down a little bit. Ever since Zoom changed their settings, I always have issues with the sound now. I've been using Zoom since 2015, and it wasn't until sometime during COVID that it really started to have challenges with it. Okay, so by a show of like little hands or like things, how do I sound? Hearing well? Great. And you can hear the background music a little? Okay, cool. What I'm going to do to not be a distraction is I'm going to turn off my video. And I'm going to, and you can leave your videos on, you can turn them off, get really comfortable, find a place that is great. You are going to be doing some arm and hand movements. So, because we're going to be weaving your figure 8 energy into this manifestation with us. So we're going to be weaving our brains, but you can still do that laying down. You can do it laying down. There might be a point where you might want to even stand up and do that energy, but whatever works for you. I want to just make sure that we have that time together, and we're going to weave this energy, this intention. Remember, think about that intention. And the intention is always in the positive, right? So what it is you want to create, not what you don't want. And then that vision and that feeling in your body, just remembering all of those things. And we're going to get started here. So get really comfortable. Yes, beautiful. Just starting to breathe deep into your body. We're just going to slow down our breath because our goal is to get into the space, the void, the space in between. And to do that, we use our breath to slow down our mind, getting ourselves out of our beta brainwave and into the alpha and theta state. So you're going to breathe in for 4, and when you hold for 4 with your breath in. Breathe out for 4, and then hold for 4 with your breath out. Breathing in for 4, holding 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Starting to feel the energy. You are an infinite being. You are energy manifest into the current reality. Just slowing, keeping that slow breath, breathing deep and just dropping your energy down into first your root, the perineum, your root chakra, grounding yourself into this moment, dropping your roots down into Mother Gaia and Mother Earth, soaking up the earth codes from our ascended earth of Mother Gaia, Mama Gaia, all that beautiful nutrition from below, soaking in and allowing the metallic energies of the silvers and the golds and the coppers of that energy to start to weave its way up into your system, pulling that energy up through your body like water rising, feeling that liquid metallic energy of the earth pulling up into your system. Allowing it to rise up into that lower chakra, that root, creating that foundation, and then pulling that energy all the way up and into the heart space. Allowing this beautiful golden liquid energy to settle into your body. And then on your next breath in, as you're breathing in, imagine that breath is coming in through your heart and shooting up your spine, all the way up through your throat and your pineal gland and your crown chakra, and right up through your soul star chakra, and connecting you right into the stellar gateway, the universal gateway, the divine gateway, the God field, allowing now for that crystalline energy of light, shimmering rainbow colored energy to pour into your system all the way in as you're breathing back down and breathing that energy into your heart space where it comes to mingle. We're mingling now the spiritual realm with that physical realm, integrating in the Lionsgate portal the energy of these two things, making the unmanifest into the manifest. And then now allowing for this energy in your heart space, I want you to just take your finger and start to create a figure 8 around your heart space, like that infinity symbol. Just weave your finger through the air, back and forth, creating that energy of the figure 8 as we start to weave together the energy of above and below, the crystalline energy and the golden energy combining together to bring into fruition your intention, your creation of what you want to manifest in this world and what you want to bring to light right now, whether it's in your career, in your purpose in this world, in abundance, in relationships, in health and physicality, bringing this energy together, allowing it to connect, just weaving that figure 8. You can make it bigger and bigger. Maybe you turn it on its side and turn it into an infinity symbol. Just weaving that beautiful figure 8 energy. We're working in that auric field. You're literally using photons of light in creation. It sounds so simple, right? Just moving our hand in a figure 8, moving our fingers. You could even open up your arms and swing your arms into this beautiful figure 8 feeling and dance around, or if you're lying on the ground or on your bed, but just keep allowing, waving this energy of that figure 8 into your life as you start to open up and see the spiritual sun, the Sirius, your spiritual sun, weaving the energy of the Sirius sun in with the energy of the Leo and the sun and the lion, seeing the energy of these two realms coming together, opening and closing and opening and closing, feeling all that energy weave together. Feeling it in your body. What was that feeling that you noticed, right? That feeling, where did you feel it in your body as you're weaving these intentions to bring the manifest in and the spiritual together? Feel it, notice it in your body. As we weave in this intention, weave in this energy of the Lionsgate. And now as you're here floating in this energy, you can keep doing that figure 8 energy if it feels good, or just know that it keeps happening as you now notice and you see that there's a portal. You're floating in the divine matrix, the feeling of the God field, this black, beautiful velvet energy. And in this, there's a portal of light. In between your Sirius sun and the sun of the Leo, together, they're creating this beautiful portal of energy that's going to walk you into the manifestation, the event, the experience that is the exact vision of when you have created everything that you want in your life. And it is a moment in time in your future now when you have created this experience. You're going to meet that future self, get some information, some wisdom, so that you can have that moment pull you back, pull yourself into that experience. Now, if you really want to do this in a powerful way, and we do this in my Quantum Miracles course in a different way, but you can actually physically stand up if you want, and step through the portal when I walk you through this. Or you can just do it in your mind, laying in your chair or sitting in your chair, laying down where you're at. But you can actually feel the shift physically when you actually stand and walk into the portal and step into that quantum reality. It's really super amazing and cool. So you might want to try that for yourself today, or we can do that later. So just see that portal. And in just a moment, in the perfect amount of time in the future now, I am going to ask you to step through that portal and into your divine timeline, into your destiny timeline, into that moment where that intention is reality. And you have created that plus this and something better, this and something more. Stepping in now, when you are ready, step through that portal, that Sirius Sun and Leo Sun portal, stepping in through that energy and onto the other side, and stepping in and just noticing the scene around you. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you noticing? What is your future you doing? What is it? What is the future? What is they seeing, feeling, noticing? Just notice. And now I want you to find your future self and walk straight up to them and stand face to face with this future you. In quantum reality and timeline work, everything exists right now. So this is you. You can align to this energy immediately right now and bring this back into your life. Create a quantum leap. Just notice. This future version of yourself has a message for you. What does it want you to know about becoming this bravest possible version of yourself? What does this future you want you to know? What advice does this future you have for you? Connecting into that future you now that you see and you know, I want you to step into that version of yourself. Put your heart space where your heart space is. Put your fingers in a finger slot, toes and toe slots. Start to breathe as that future you, thinking the thoughts that they're thinking, that have got them to that point where they've created exactly what they want. Notice how they feel about the world and about themselves. What is it that they are experiencing that allows them to live this truth? Beautiful. Now just really feeling this in your body, this knowingness. And taking that energy, saying thank you to that future you. And then just look over your shoulder. Look at the you that's back here today with me on 8/8, the Lionsgate. Look how far you've come in such a short amount of time. Everything is possible. Everything is healable. Everything is available. Just Just pay attention. And now start to slowly walk back through that portal of time, all the way back to this moment in this space, to the here and now. Now that you have a direct experience of that future you and that event in that space and creating that intention, what is one thing right now that you need to let go of, to release, to get rid of in your life so that you can become that version of yourself? Maybe it's a person, a place, a thing, a thought, a belief, whatever it is. We start with one. Maybe it's more than one thing that you are committed to shifting right now. And I want you to know and feel that energy in your body. And I want you to breathe out and imagine that it's floating out of your system and into a beautiful pink bubble that's right there in front of you. And you're just blowing out this energy, releasing it, letting it go, blowing it out and pushing it into this pink bubble of energy. This pink bubble of energy is transmutation to love. All things are part of us. We do not want to literally deny or let go of a shadow part of ourselves. We want to transmute it and use it and honor it, transmute it back into love. Like, what was it here to teach me? What was it here to learn? How can I honor that part of me and the things that it taught me? So blow it into this pink bubble and then see this bubble of energy floating down a silver cord and into Mother Earth, Mama Gaia, to be transmuted back into the energies of love and wholeness so that it can be used in a way that is beneficial instead of detrimental. And now calling on the guidance of your higher self or your guides or your animal guide. Just notice they're always with you, but they have to be permission to help. So ask right now for the guidance from your angels or one of your guides or your animal guides to please, or your higher self, to guide you right now into what is the right next step for you. It may be something simple as give a smile or a hug. It may be take a course, get a mentor. It may be breathe more, right? Whatever that is, just notice. What is one thing you can start doing right now that will open the energy for this retrocausal experience to shift and that future you to pull you towards it? And now standing in this energy, imagining that the pouring of the sun in our Leo sign and the Sirius sun, that pouring of energy and the divine light of the golden rainbow energy, all of it is pouring down into your system, into your central column, the Hara line, pulling down, bouncing down to the earth, and then lifting up in a toroidal field of energy around you as you pull in the energy of Mother Earth, and you create this alignment in your field. Your luminous energy field starts to realign itself so that you can be the manifestation of quantum miracles in your life, so that you can create on an energetic level. Be in attunement and alignment with this you that is the you that is available. And know that you have aligned to that energy today. And now it is up to you to stay in that alignment by daily doing and being and learning to stay and get rid of the things that are holding you back and align to this truth for yourself. Feel feel that energy, allow that energy to keep flowing through you as we align this energy field. Take just a few moments to stay in this feeling, in this breath, as you start to come back to this moment and this time and this space. I would love background. Would love to hear some of your what you noticed, or what did you feel from your future self, or did you see your guide? What did you notice from all of that? I would love to. Um, Before we move on, and I'm going to share with you, like I said, I'm going to tell you about the what you need to do for the next 2 months to solidify this energy into your system. I said, oh, that was beautiful. Felt the light. Beautiful. Yes. Awesome. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about quantum miracles, right? Now that you've experienced the transformative power of the Lionsgate energy, how many of you are ready to take it further? I want to know, as a show of hands, how many of you are like, I'm ready. I'm ready for this new energy. I want to create something in my life. I want to manifest something. It is time for me to do this. Like, I'm done with that. Yes. Okay. I'm getting yeses. Somebody said I was reading my book to a group of people. Then I was in front of a huge audience. Lastly, I was standing in front of a Sphinx in a past life. Powerful stuff. Ooh, yes. Okay. So we're getting lots of yeses, right? So this is the key. When you are in this energy, it is not enough to do just this one time a day or do this. Like, I do stuff every single day. Now, I'm, of course, like, I'm in advance. Like, I'm not telling people you have to spend 3 hours a day doing this. Like, I literally say, if you commit 15 minutes a day to the transformation of your life, you will create miracles. I promise you. And so, when you're ready to take it further, what I want to share with you is about my Quantum Miracles course and what we're doing. So those of you that have been in my realm for years, you know that I've been doing the Quantum Miracles course now for, I think it was, we've ran it 6-7 times. We've had over 700 students take the Quantum Miracles course over the years, but I have not offered it in 2 years because I walked away from everything. I stopped offering things. I shut down the academy. But this course was one of those courses where I was like, such profound effects on learning to journey into the quantum field and the art of manifestation. And I've learned so much more in the last couple of years too, that I was like, I need to bring this back for the 8/8 Lionsgate and like let people implement this stuff into their lives. So you want to learn how to uncover the hidden blocks, enhance your intuition, and create like the magic and miracles that you're all destined to. Now is the time to do that. So what I want you to learn and know and experience is how to step into this realm in a different way. So this is not your regular like manifesting course, right? This isn't law of attraction. This isn't the manifesting, like I call it a miracles course and a manifesting course because people love those words, but this is a true full-on quantum experience of how to work with the field to align both your energy systems and everything else. So you get the 7-step, you understand how intentions create that, what that 7-step formula is, what spiritual alchemy is, like how do we turn our lessons and our experiences into the gold, right? This process of magical transformation into your reality. We also teach you how to break your brain habits. I don't care what we do. You can shift your energy field. We can do all that. I've had people that have healed stage 9 cancer from strokes, had amazing things like on stage physical healings, traumatic healings. But if they didn't change the core root, the shifting of the emotions and the energy and the thoughts that created it in the first place, guess what? They'll heal 3 months, sometimes a year, sometimes, but it always will come back. So the key is you've got to get it all the way down and turn on your frontal lobe, your pineal gland, and so that you can step into higher states of consciousness, bliss consciousness, and get rid of the shit that's causing you to have the same repeat, remember, harmonic point over and over again. You want to learn how to master your emotions, harness the power of intention, and feel that in your biology, your body. So this is one of my favorite and fun programs that we do. And so I'm bringing it back for a one-time reboot this year, so that for the next couple of months we can harness this energy together. I'm going to be doing the program with you, meaning I have some big things that I'm creating and manifesting in the next year. That I have something super cool that I'm doing in the tech world that I want to do. So I'm going to be playing with this with you too. So we're all going to be playing this together. So we're going to learn to engage the God field. That is the intelligent universal energy of the fabric. We're going to do timeline jumping together. We're going to jump timelines. We're going to work on timelines. I'm going to help you harness the retrocausal experience, so you can create your future. So you can create your future from the present, right? Like literally shift that. So this is for you if like if you're a visionary, you're a light leader, you're a spiritual seeker, or you're someone that you're like, I'm into spiritual development and self-help. I'm into looking for that next thing, but I've done a lot of shit, right? You've tried various manifestation tricks, techniques, but you're ready for something that is scientific, step by step, but also a lot of freaking fun. And maybe you are at that place where you're kind of like, I'm stressed out. I don't know what to do. I have these places where I feel the limitations, or you're in that place of like, I want to get to the next level. Like I'm ready for the freaking next level. How do I get into that next level? So you want to manifest and really create your intention. So how many of you are like, yes, let's do this. I want to create more miracles in my life. I want to see where we're at. Oh, number 44. That's a good number right now. 44 is the double eights. Yes. Strong, beautiful, abundant woman. I love this. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. So I am going to share with you the process and the program and what we're going to be doing. I think you guys are going to really love this. And then we will go into questions or anything else that you have, and what we're going to be doing. So learn to access deep states of intuition, unleash the power of intention and emotion, experience transformational shifts. I want to know what category is most important to you. Are you interested in shifting a relationship? Are you interested in finances? Are you interested in physical wellness? Do you have a career or a business that you're trying to create something in? I'd love to know what category is really important to you, because I have extra bonuses that I can give. All of it. Yes, you will have a replay of this session. You will get a replay of this, of course. I will happily send that out to everyone. Great. So discover the art of manifestation in quantum reality. Transcend the limitations of the material world. Like literally, we have the ability to do this, but I believe in combining, the masculine and the feminine together. How do we put these two things together? This is not your traditional manifesting course. It incorporates quantum reality, brain optimization, so whole brain learning, whole brain stuff that I've learned from what I'm studying for my PhD in Vedic science right now, emotional healing. So this is stuff that comes from my science world and my spiritual world together to really do that. And of course, you get the fun of, we get to play together in this field and do these experiments together. So what do you get with this? Well, so the Quantum Miracles course is going to be an 8-week intensive that we are going to spend together 8 weeks. It's six modules, and we have 8 weeks. But on top of that, we're going to be doing 2 live miracles sessions. So you're going to be joining me for interactive live sessions to deepen your understanding and clear any blocks. We're going to be doing energetic work together, quantum healing work together. You'll also get our Miracles Frequency audio. So for our company, I had the Miracles Frequency specifically created. It's like 22222 hertz or whatever. You're going to be getting that. I listen to it every day. I put it on while I'm on the computer, while I'm doing things with different like that. We have quantum meditations. Now, I've created over 40 meditations at this point. We have specific ones for this course that you will be getting. We're doing them and redoing them and getting them remastered also. Have new stuff. So you're going to be getting the quantum meditations. And then we get, you'll also have a weekly quantum consciousness experiments to finally engage with the God field. So this is my favorite part. The quantum consciousness experiences are literally teach you how to step into quantum consciousness and play with the field. So you will have things manifest and show up in your life immediately by playing in this realm. I have over 1,000 testimonials from people that have not only taken my courses everywhere from our abundance code courses, our healing code courses, and our quantum miracle stuff, but from coming to our retreats and our events and the things that I spoke at, of how using the experiments, things like I had a woman who her ice machine on her freezer had been broken for 2 years. 2 years. Now this is silly stuff, right? But this is like to show like the kind of things that can happen. And after 2 years, and within 48 hours of doing one of our experiments, it started working again and never stopped. I had someone who had a lemon tree in their backyard that did not fruit lemons for 7 years. And within a week of doing one of their experiments, it started making lemons again. Remember, we're working in the quantum reality. It's energy. Time and space do not exist. Like, what do you want to create? I had a woman that was trying for 3 years to get her green card, and within 48 hours of doing one of these experiments, God was able to get her green card. Like, really crazy, cool stuff that can happen. People manifested thousands of dollars in a day, and different things like that too. But this is not just like woo-woo manifesting. I just want to create these things. This is about the energy of flow and synchronicity and how you live in this all of the time. The bonus that we're going to do, which I'm going to offer, which is only for the next 48 hours, meaning that if you sign up to work with this in the next 48 hours, I'm going to gift you my live timeline jumping 2-day workshop. We're going to be doing 2-day workshop together. This workshop is $444 alone. Like, I'm gifting that to you. That will be coming up here. I'm going to be offering that course as a separate thing, which you will get as part of this. So literally, this course here alone is worth more than like all of it together, because you're going to be doing that. So this whole thing together, the value of it is $2,119, but you're going to get that the miracle sessions, the frequency audios, the quantum meditations, the 2-day workshop. Again, the 2-day workshop itself is sold for $444. All of that together, the price for this whole package is $444, but wait, there's more. You don't have to do it. It's actually going to be for those of you that are here on the call because you showed up live and you did this. I'm going to do it for $333. So you have the opportunity. If you are a student, any of you on here that are students of Quantum Miracles in the past, you have a special offer. Email me. You will get a special offer to come back and repeat the course and take it live with us again. But you can QR code here, scan that, go to bit.ly quantummiracles2.com. And again, in the next 48 hours, you're going to get that 2-day Quantum Leap workshop that we're going to be doing together that is going to blow your mind. You're going to get the Miracles modules, the 2 live Miracles sessions, the Miracles frequency audio, our quantum meditations. Everything is going to start on August 21st. I guess that was probably a question everybody was going to ask. August 21st, so a little over a week, but you get immediate access to all of this stuff. That isn't, well, obviously, except the things that are live, because we can't give you immediate access to that. But you're going to get immediate access to all of these things, and we're going to start doing this work together immediately. We'll have our own private group to do that. I lost. Where did he go? Let's go. So here's just a couple of the things that some of our students said. Sarah said that she received completely unexpected deposits into her Venmo account, and a check from a relative. Like, we were doing a part on money and like how to have things show up in your life. Dawn started a Etsy store and started selling things immediately, and she shifted in her energy around confidence, right? Confidence and clarity. Sarah says she that she felt the deep transformation and now feels spiritually connected and ready to navigate life with ease and joy. These are just some of the stuff. We have so many different ones but if you have any questions, anything right now, I'm going to open up to questions. Create a healing business using my clairvoyance and publish my novel. Awesome. Yes, beautiful. If there are any questions, again, for the next 48 hours, I'm offering a huge discount. If you need a payment plan, or if you are a returning student here, I'm going to just shoot you in the chat here. I'm going to put my email for everyone. Questions, email me if you are a returning student, or if you need a payment plan. You're like, yes, I know I want to do this, but I need something. Shoot me an email. I am very easy to work with. Like, I believe that this is the most incredible thing that you're going to do, and I want you to be a part of it. Don't let the dollar sign ever say, don't let a dollar sign ever scare you away from creating transformation in your life, because the first energy around manifesting is the energy to say yes to yourself. So say yes to yourself, and I guarantee you, when you do that, the universe opens up the way for this incredible energy to happen, right? So here, let me also put in the link for you for the bit. Oh, here, let me stop this for a second. To yourself. So say yes to yourself, and I guarantee you, when you do that, the universe opens up the. Can you hear all that? Oh, that was so funny. Okay, let me also put the link in there for you for the thing, and also I'm going to just sit around so that I can answer any questions that you have, because I'm sure some of you probably have some questions about. Those of you that have never been in my programs before or don't know anything, you're like, well, what do I do? Or what exactly can I expect? And I want to be able to make sure that you have all the answers that you want while I'm getting you this, also getting you this little link here. Okay, let me do that. Okay, let's see. If you are interested in a payment plan, just say, hey, I was on your call and I'd love to take the course, but I need a payment plan. That's it. Super simple. Yeah. Like, because I just don't have a link up for, eventually, like, I no longer have a tech team, because when I shut down my company, I'm just doing me right now with this. So since I don't have a tech team anymore, like, some of the like tech side of stuff, I'm just kind of like, I really don't care. Like, I'm here to just create and help people. And so I can do a payment plan. I just don't know how to do it without, like, to share it on a link like that anymore, because I would have to call my tech person to do that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm all about ease these days. So that's what it's really about. But this course is something that comes from the years that, like I said, we've had over 700 students take this course. I'll be sharing more testimonials. We're also doing a 3-day miracles challenge. So the 3 days miracles challenge is going to be really awesome. I'm going to be implementing some of these strategies with you. That starts on August 11th. And that is also a lead up into this wonderful 8-week course. But I wanted to offer this today because of the Lionsgate and the portal of energy, because you are in a space of manifestation right now. If you believe that this course is going to help you to create what you just stepped into, then say yes. Or maybe you're like, maybe it's not the course you need. Maybe you need something else. Maybe you need private coaching or a business coach, or you need something else. Like, I have a huge network of people. Maybe I won't be the right person for you. This course isn't the right one. Shoot me an email. Maybe I have some other information or something else that is the right thing for you. I believe it's all about cooperation and collaboration, and how can we get your messages and your thing out into the world. And so that's why I did the course, is to help people get their stuff out into the world. But maybe there's something else that you're being called to, and you're like, I need clarity. Maybe you just want to have a conversation with me because you need clarity on a thing, and I can be like, do this and that. My one of my private clients that I'm working with currently, we had a session together, and she's building a business. And she, and we had one of our sessions, and she came back and she's like, I'm so blown away. She's like, she's been working for someone else her whole life and wants to create her own thing. She's like, I had no idea what to do. And in 45 minutes, we were able to drill down and get to where, and she's like, finally, I see. And she channels, and she's a medium, and she didn't understand how that was going to show up, like how that she could help people over just giving off one-off sessions. And I was like, no, like, there's this beautiful way you can do that. So yes, collaboration, cooperation. How do we bring these things together? We are all meant to do these things. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you are. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people build successful multi six figure, multi seven figure businesses around incredible things. So maybe you just need a little bit of guidance in that. So if that's the thing, shoot me an email also. I'm happy to have a conversation with you. Okay. Thank you all so very much. I'm so grateful to have you here. You will get the replay soon, and I will be sharing some more wonderful things. Bye, everybody.